are now experiencing the digital life with Kevin Lockett.
How do you feel about the debates, print versus digital? Because I'm a guy I love Twitter because I get tons of information from it. I also get excited when I get my Rolling Stone in the mail. I feel like going to bookstores, looking at magazines and reading books. But some people say print is dead. I don't think it's dead. But how do you think print and digital will work with each other?
Okay, if you think about the jobs that print has, if the job of print is to communicate philosophies and a worldview and characters and plot the way that books do, I think it will survive. People need that. I mean, it depends what you mean by print. I guess certain kinds of books work better on Kindle or on e-readers. If a certain kind of mystery, if you want to read through it quickly, get to the end, get on to the next one. Maybe you don't want to have the book around. But if it's something you want to return to that's a meaningful object, I think you probably want the book. Information, though, and that's a little bit different. And I think in a way the horse is out of the barn on just information. I don't know that you'll be able to go back to just paper. It depends what we mean by print. It's too expensive to have all the information in the world now go out on paper on a daily basis when it's so relatively cheap and convenient to put it on Twitter, put it on the web. Even the web, when we talk about this in 2 years, there may be no more web in that way. It may, the internet may change, the platforms may change, but digital distribution, instant, through the air distribution of text, I don't think that's going to change. It could change into something else, but I don't think it'll change back. But, as an author, I have a real vested interest in books. I mean, I love them. I like having them, owning other people's thoughts in book form. I want people to have mine in book form. I want people that get Amir's book, my novel, books that you care about. I want you to be able to hand them to, whatever, kids, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, friends, because those things are important for cultural memory. It's not quite the same if let's say in 50 years, you have a great-grandchild. It's not quite the same as if you just send that person a link, as if you bring them something and you say, whatever it is, I want you to have Where the Red Fern Grows, or this Ishmael Reed book that I read when I was 25, or whatever it is. Here, you can have this. Those things are more meaningful. They're emotionally meaningful. They're works of art. And so, yeah, I mean, from a journalism perspective, it's hard to imagine how it's going to be reversed. As you say, you like getting your Rolling Stone in the mail, but you also like going online and looking and seeing what the daily news update is. So, right, I mean, as consumers, we're going to have to sort of accept that this has changed to some degree. As producers, they have to figure out, they, magazine publishers, have to figure out how to make the model work. How do you sell ads in an online space? How much can you charge for subscription? All these kinds of questions that it's all trial and error now. Some people think they know, but then, 6 months passes and that publication that thought they knew folded. So, it's hard to know exactly what will happen. I hope print doesn't die. I hope it just kind of distills and refines its own identity. I don't want it to go anywhere, but I don't think it's going to be exactly the same as it was.
The Digital Life with Kevin Lockett.